Hello, and welcome to another DDM video.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
That's good. I didn't want to do that.
What are we going to try to do today?
What?
What are we trying to do today?
Start this car.
Yeah.
That's the idea, at least.
Yep. So, let's do it.
Let's.
So the things that we need to tackle today is all the wiring.
Yeah.
And I'm currently gonna worry about putting in the CV axles on our crusty Proton. And the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna remove the suspension bolts, and then hopefully the CV can slide right on in. Okay, note to self, it's never a good idea to mark suspension bolts with a black marker. It just doesn't work in any case. Those are the CVs, used of course, very hard to find here. So we're gonna try to pop them in and see what we can do with that. It's out of the way. Now we should be able to, hey, shut up and filming.
Hey, you shut up. I'm trying to work.
Okay, we should try to squeeze that CV in now. Should work out. I'll bring it back once in. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't know you're filming.
Just put it in.
Okay.
Slide it in like you slide into the DMs.
I've never slid into people's DMs.
What does that even mean, actually?
Just, hitting up a girl.
Is that really what it means?
Yeah. Well,
It's not easy.
Oh no, no one said it was easy.
it's cold plate.
I know.
Damn, gun it.
This is eventful.
Yeah. Would be really helpful.
Mm-hmm. As long as you line into the gearbox.
Yeah, Okay, I'm trying to think what's the best. Because I don't have a long reach, maybe you can go from the top.
Yeah.
Just to put the phone.
So what did we do? It worked, right?
It did go in.
The trick worked.
I didn't think it would, but it did manage to slide through.
Hey, it's in, man.
It is.
That's
the brake disc, but
yeah. Well, keep in mind we're gonna. Can you stop? Well, weight reduction, right? Oh, wait. Can we get some of that ASMR action?
no.
One single whack.
Is that the last one?
Yeah, you know what this engine's good for?
I don't.
A seat.
A seat.
Yeah.
Well, you're not wrong about that. At least it's useful for something.
Nope. Alright.
So that one is ready to go.
Yep. That's the bottom, I think, and that's the top. Not that it matters.
They're all the same.
I know, but still.
So let's go
Good.
put it in.
Yeah. Well, basically, we did a lot of work, and we're not filming a lot.
No, we're not.
But we have to put the interior back together.
That's correct.
And yeah. Oh god, the lighting is horrendous. Let me rectify the issue. All right. So we can see we have to put all this the blowers together, connectors, but all the sensors that need to be plugged in is all together. Right?
Yep. So we're just gonna put the blower on, put the trim plastics back.
Yeah.
and then work on the wiring on the engine bay. And once the engine bay wiring's in, or most of it, then we have to attach radiators, alternator.
Yep.
CVs are done.
That's a God bless.
Yeah. So I think this one's okay now.
Yeah,
I'll do one more here actually,
okay.
just to be safe.
Okay.
And, yeah, so we just get a few of those last things in. Make sure it's all wired up, extend where necessary.
Yeah.
And I think we're pretty much good to go then.
Oh, yeah.
So it still takes some time. But
We have 4 hours to do it. I think we'll manage.
Yeah, I think so. And then the next time we just do all the maintenance.
Well, we gotta
belts,
still oil it
water
and stuff.
pumps, but you know,
Well, yeah, we do.
for
Okay.
now.
We're tired as hell.
I don't know why I'm so tired.
I'm so
Today.
tired, man.
But I'm really tired today.
Oh well, let's kick it. Wait, I'm gonna get a cool shot. Yeah, that's cool. Dude, I farted. Yeah. You're gonna smell it. It's so bad. There's no escape now, because you're stuck in a weird position. Look at this man huff and puff.
What's wrong?
It's really stinky here. Hold on. I'll waft it over.
Don't do that.
I want to see if you can get a glimpse of that. You smell that?
Not yet. Am I supposed to?
It's bad. You did it. You fixed the interior.
Yes.
Let me get a shot of
Hopefully we won't have to take it all apart again later.
that. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am tired.
I'm pooped.
I don't know what is with me today, but I'm just off. You?
Yeah, same. I'm excited, but
Oh yeah, I'm very excited.
tired as hell.
Yeah, because we do a lot of useless things, like cutting that.
When someone's done.
You're almost, it's looking good.
Yeah, for reference, there's a rounded bolt, and we're just annoyed and lazy.
More lazy.
So we're just chopping that metal thing.
And then we can get
And
the
we don't have a
radiator.
chopper.
No. No, that's...
We don't have a chopper!
This is the worst thing, actually.
Yeah.
So we're kicking it old school.
Okay, so we're trying to wire everything up.
Yeah, but it's from the left hand, it's from a right hand drive. I think,
Yeah, it's from a right-hand drive.
which had the wiring come out of that side,
Yep,
and not the side that we needed on.
exactly. So the wiring.
In some places they're fine, in some places they're too tight and too loose. So it's where it comes down to it, I think we need to make a new loom.
Yeah.
But we're just plugging it in like this to see if it runs. Because if we know it runs, then we know everything is okay, and then we can go to the loom.
All right, Joachim's been working hard.
Very.
We're gonna try to crank it.
Yes, that's exactly what we're gonna do. It's a good sign.
Why is that coming? I never heard that noise in our Proton.
It's probably the ECU.
Oh no, because we got the keys in it.
Oh. So it's let's see if it just cranks,
Just
right?
pop the boot, close the boot. It's annoying as fuck. Oh. Plug it out. That's it.
Should we see if it cranks?
Well, let me get a nice view.
Yeah. Okay, the wiper switch is the right one. Ready? No.
Doesn't crank?
No.
No?
No. Doesn't crank.
Hij doet niks.
No. Hello again. It's been a few days since my brother and I were last working on the Proton. Last time, as you saw, we were getting very tired. We weren't really in the best mood. So we took the few days to brainstorm a little bit and see what's going on. And we think we might have a little bit of a breakthrough. So what's going on now, just to remind everyone, is that when we try to start the car, to turn the key to start, it doesn't do anything. So let me just turn this noise off. So what happens? We are now sitting in the car and we want to turn it. So go to on and you hear everything working. Check engine light comes off, comes back on because a few of the sensors are not plugged up. And when we go to press start, absolutely nothing. Now, we're not exactly 100% sure what's causing it not to start or crank over, but I do have an idea. So let me show you what I think it might be. Now, here is the starter motor from the 4G93. We changed it with the one from the 4G15 because we first thought it was a starter issue, and they're the same ones anyway. In any case, very, very simple with these starter motors. You have this one here, which is connected to the ground, and then you have this one here, which is a positive, and the way that this one gets the positive feed is through this over here, this little nipple or whatever it is, the connector. So what I think is happening is there is something under the dashboard, whether it be an immobilizer or a transponder or something like that, that's refusing the voltage to go here. So to see if this is the case, I'm going to jump this positive directly onto this battery and see if it cranks. So what I've done is I made this little jumper wire, very simple, one connector, one piece of wire, and I'm going to hook it up into the car and onto the starter and the battery, see if it works. If we look in our engine bay from the Wira, we can locate the starter cables over here actually, and I've already disconnected them. I don't know if you can see it very well, but you have this loom, or this part of the loom where the the male connector comes out of. This goes into the ECU and behind the firewall and into the ECU. This one, on the other hand, is connected to the positive battery terminal directly. So I'm going to plug this connector in here and onto the battery and see if that works. I do apologize for the horrible angles of filming, but I'm here alone today. In any case, we have, as discussed, here the connector, which I'm going to put directly into the starter circuit, and that one onto the positive. So let's see what happens. Remember to turn the key inside the car to on. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Oh yes, it cranks. Well, great. We know that it cranks now. So now I'm going to put some oil in it, change the oil filter, and see if it could start. So, old filter off, and new filter going in. My camera is balancing super precariously on this jack, so hopefully it doesn't fall off. But I'm just topping up the last bits of 10W40 here, and then we're going to see if it runs, if it starts. I hope so. Battery on, turn the key to on, and then I'm going to crank it and see if it will actually start. So, 4G93 engine swap into the Wira Teksi, attempt 1. Satu, whatever you want. Let's see. I guess that's a good sign. Okay, it's in neutral, it's in on. Very important that you put it in neutral when you start it this way, or else it'll shoot forward. So, without further ado, nervous. That's not starting. Let's try with some throttle. Okay, so engine does crank and doesn't start. So there's only a very few amount of things that can be wrong with it. You only need 4 things to make an engine work. That's fuel, air, spark, and compression. When I was cranking over, I did hear compression, so I'm pretty certain without doing a compression test that that's okay. Air we definitely have, because there's not even an air filter box on it, so it can't be a clogged air filter, so that only leaves fuel and spark. So I'm going to start with spark. Okay, so I've removed the cover, I've taken out spark plug number 1, and I've put the spark plug onto the ignition coil cable, and I've put it against a metal surface. So, engine's already on. I'm going to crank this again with my very ingenious method, and we're going to see if there's a spark. So, let's give it a go. There is no doubt in my mind we have spark, as you saw in the video. So the only thing that could be wrong now is fuel. I've been messing around with the fuel relays because the relays that we have in there, I think they are working, but for some reason there's something that's not letting it work. I don't know if it's very clear to see, but I have, maybe you can see it just to the left there, I have 2 connectors, and those are some black boxes, 2 fuel relay boxes. And then I have the old one from the 4G15 that I kind of tried to mess with here. And I tried to see if I can rewire it in such a way for the fuel to come on. Now, I have been messing around with the wires and the fuel relays, and I have managed to get the fuel to come on, but it's on constantly. So it's not wired up very nicely or correctly. Even if we do wire it up correctly, I don't even know if it's going to start. But there are some things right now that I feel quite confident in saying that are going in the right direction. We can get it to crank. There is spark, there is compression, there is air, just the fuel problem now. And I don't know if that's going to be a relay thing or an ECU thing. So that's something we need to figure out. In any case, I think we're going to conclude this episode here. We did not get the engine to start, unfortunately, but it did crank over and we did figure out a few things. So now we're going to go get back to brainstorming, and if you guys have any ideas or experience with this, please let us know. We're happy to get any help because we're going to need it. In any case, we're going to conclude this episode today. Stick around and hopefully next time we do get it running.